They'll make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Ready to get the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Cherry. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hold and fire complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement to them.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires the pass, intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Husky. Fit it in the window for the score. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You can tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
The throw. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the time.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the pressure pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
Turning it on! And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed near the sticks. It's Harris. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cherry. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base and this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lewis to throw. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Looking left. Got a wide open receiver. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Buffaloes racing to the line in a hurry up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Cox. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Got it behind the line. It's Harris. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington!
And that's the way you execute. execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully, and the defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis wants to pass. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The ball pops out.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make...
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Lined up for the 3, and it's a fake. They want to throw it. And it works. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Is complete for a first down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cherry. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Lewis to throw. They're working that left side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to hit.
It's picked off in another empty drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the...
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cherry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 27 to Clemson. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lewis wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Paul. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Lewis to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explode.
Turning it on! And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
The give as they work on that clock. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Gives it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Lewis wants to pass. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
That's a great job by the coverage unit on special teams, flying down the field, not just getting to the ball carrier, but knocking the ball free and creating a massive takeaway. You could argue that's...
Touchdown, Colorado! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Cherry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Looking for room, it's Butler. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Muscling ahead on third and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as... Defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The fake, the up man looking for room. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it, but tried to sneak attack, and it did not work.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Defense wants to bring the heat. Lewis to throw. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Buffs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much...
And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
On first down, here comes this offense. They go to the ground. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books.